not paying for nothing. That's how we're gonna start. I'm not paying for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up, man?
CTB is what we decided to name this thing here that we do. This little powwow that we have. And so we here coming at you. What's going on, Spell? How you feeling, brother?
Feeling good, man. How you?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I can't complain. I'm especially excited about this next topic. Honestly, I'm really not though. I'm kind of sick of talking about it. It's a comment. It's a topic that comes up like all the time. Anytime anybody, those memes that say nobody and then like a comment under it. It's like that. It's like nobody and then somebody cheating is bad and it's like yeah I know. Everybody talks about it. Everybody is worried about it. Apparently we've all done it. Um, a lot of us have. Most of us that are honest. There's numbers to back that up.
Mm.
So why do we keep coming back to this topic? The definition of insanity is to keep trying something over and over and over again, getting the same result, thinking you're going to get a different outcome. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So why are we back here? Why are we back here? Why are we back here at this topic? Have you ever cheated?
Uh, yeah, I have in my early days, man.
You're
Yeah,
an
in my
asshole.
early days. Listen,
How
it
dare
happens.
you? How answer me this? How dare you?
It happens, I don't cheat now, man. It's just too much work. I'm
Black
just
men don't cheat.
honest. Yeah, I'm just honest now. Like,
Are you
yo,
too old to cheat now?
yeah. I can't be running around. It's too expensive nowadays.
I'm too forgetful. I
Yeah,
can't
me
cheat.
too. Me too.
I'd be like, what's your name again? Which one?
Yeah, I can't
I'm
keep
way
up with
too
the
forgetful.
lies.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too much. We tired, bro. We tired. See, ladies, this is what you. This is
Oh,
the first nugget. Get you a tired man, and he won't cheat. He's too tired. Here's my phone. I don't feel like fighting with you. Look, it's open. Go find whatever it is you're looking for. Who cares? That's the place to
hold
go.
on. So would you? Oh, so hold on. So would you give your girl your password and everything?
See, why you
I mean,
asking?
we gotta know. I mean, you want. I'm just saying, you giving her everything.
No, I will
You
not.
giving her access to everything.
No, I'm a private individual, and I will not. And what?
What are you so private about? Your wife. All right, this is your wife. We talking about your
Okay,
wife.
wife is different. Now, see, I think that's going to be a common distinction we're going to be needing to make tonight, because that's different. If it is my wife, then yes, that is fine. But
Okay.
otherwise than that, I'm a private person. I'm not comfortable with the going through phones. And why is it that men never really go through phones?
I
Like
don't go through phones at all.
I don't go through. Like, what I'm gonna go through your phone for? I don't care if you got to be that sneaky. Ignorance is bliss. I just don't want to know about it. That's all
I
that
let
matters.
it come to me, man. I say, yo, if it's gonna come to me, it's gonna come to me. I ain't going looking for it, and it usually comes to you.
But see, okay, so that's what I'm getting at, right? If most of the population, right? I think there was numbers. It was in like the 87 percentile, something like that. Has not, and it was a loosely word cheated. So like cheated meaning on your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Like it mixed it all together. If the number's lower for marriages. Marriages, I think it's like I think it was in the high 50s or something like that. And so, if this is something that's so common, if this is something that everybody has done, has had done to them, and the cycle just keeps going around and around and around and around, to me, there's a deep question at hand here. Like, what is it that causes it, though? Like, what is it that makes a person say, I'm gonna mess with somebody else?
You asking why do people cheat?
That's what I'm asking. I'm asking this deep philosophical question.
I mean, I mean it is because there's different answers. You said you cheated. Why did you cheat?
See, stop trying to flip stuff on me. We ain't talking about me right
Come on, now we are. You know what I mean, you want to
now.
start it off? Start it off.
Right, so I'll start it off. You know what's funny? It's gonna sound effed up. I'm gonna try not to curse that much too. So
PG. All right, me too.
I'm gonna try to be PG as far as talking is concerned.
I know. I saw mommy was looking the other day, man. I was embarrassed. I wanted to apologize. I was like, "Where's the bleep button?" But I got you, ma. I got you this time.
I didn't cheat. It's gonna sound messed up. I didn't cheat on anybody else but my ex-wife. I never cheated on a girlfriend. Like I never cheated on any other. That was the only relationship I had ever cheated in. And so I can just speak for me. Again, there's always a million sides to a story. I can only speak on my side. That's all I'm ever going to do, right? I know for me, a huge part of me being open to the entertainment of others was my insecurity. Straight insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Like I can own that part of it. I know growing up, and I'm not looking for no small violin to start playing for me while I tell the story, but just kind of like I think the deeper root of why sometimes we make these bad decisions and the justifications that play in our head that we give ourselves, right? So I know for me, at a young age, I was called ugly all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time. All right, so the girls used to line up in the class, right? And they'd be like, there was this one kid, his name was Jack. He was like the fly dude. And they'd be like, who wanna marry Jack? And all the girls were like, yay, me. And they'd be like, who wanna marry Christian? Ew, no. Like right in front of my face, my nigga. So I'm standing here, I'm like, shit, I must be ugly, right? So fast forward a couple of years and trauma and all that. And I get married.
I'm sorry.
There's a lot that went on there, right? So I get married, and like I said, I was a big dude when I got married. I was overweight. So again, I never really felt like that guy, right? So then I get married, and then I'm gonna blame social media so I could take some heat off of myself. This was
social media.
Yeah, it's social media's fault.
Social media was around back then. Hold on, man.
That's where I'm about to go. That's where I'm going with this.
We old, man. Be real with it.
There was a time where this didn't exist, and sliding in DMs wasn't a phrase or a thing yet, right? It was just.
We did have chat though.
No, we had it, but
it was the New York. What was it? The New York hotline. What was it called?
But see, it wasn't a phrase.
The chat lines.
It wasn't a phrase yet. So I started getting attention from a young lady,
Raven,
who was attractive, and I didn't know how to handle it. The attention felt so good. The attention felt so good that somebody that looked like her would be interested in me. Like it was a new toy I didn't even know I had. You understand what I'm saying? And then they say, you let Pandora out the box, you can't put it back in, right? So I started to give ear to the compliments. You understand what I'm saying? And I knew what it was. It started off innocent, but like, come on, we grown adults here. I knew what was happening. And I started to give ear to that voice, and it felt good. It just did. Like I can't give you any better of an explanation than that. And so I started to give ear to it, and then took another step closer, then took another step closer, and took another step closer, and then before you know it, the conversation was crazy.
So let me ask you this, man: if your wife, right, at the time, if she was making you feel secure, you said you felt insecure, right? Mm-hmm. So would you say that's kind of on her part too?
No.
Why not?
No, because there was something that ran deep inside me. You understand?
So you don't think if your wife was like, damn, Christian, you handsome. Like you walk through the door, you coming home from a long day at work, she's like, damn, look at you, smack, you know what I mean? Flirting with you, keeping you up, keeping that self-esteem up, You don't think you think you would still cheated?
Yes. I'm gonna go with yes. I hesitated, but I'm gonna go with yes. You know why I hesitated? Because that would have been nice. That is nice. I know for me, I have an ego a little bit, right? I have an ego a lot of it. And words of affirmation are big for me. right? So that would have went a long way. And I'm not going to get into who did what and who didn't do what and what was done, what wasn't
Nah.
done. Like I said, I'm just going to talk about me. And for me, I think I still would have because that insecurity came before her. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know it was there. I honestly, it was not something that I was able to pinpoint. It wasn't something I was able to describe or even be aware of. It was just there, and then it reared its ugly head, and I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't really knew I was insecure, but the attention. I like the attention, and that leads me to social media, right? Like
Okay.
I'm not gonna blame social media. However, it made things so easy, man. It just made things so easy. Like
True.
it's got to be the biggest like devil sitting on your shoulder, period. Because it just made everything so accessible. Those are I'm not gonna start shaming people, but there are people who aren't that bad, who think that they're bad because everybody's in their DMs, and it's like social media has just skewed reality.
Mm.
Is what really has happened, and given way too many options, and it made it made life a living hell for me. So I'm gonna say my insecurities, man. I can't would would things have helped? Sure, but insecurity is my big reason for me. It feels good. It feels good.
I mean, I get it. Why did I cheat? Did I cheat?
Did I? A little bit, maybe sometimes.
I mean, when I was married, I didn't cheat. When I was married, I didn't cheat on her. She actually cheated on me, and that's why we
Mhm.
broke up. You know what I mean? And it's crazy the way I found out. You know what I mean? Her next door neighbor, her next door neighbor had told me that she was cheating with his boy. Then he found out his girl was cheating with somebody else, so he got mad. Them two was
Oh,
running together, so he
boy,
just
like,
snitched
what
on
the
her.
hell's going on here,
See,
bro?
I don't know what happened, but that was funny.
It's not fun. I'm sorry for your pain. Like, that's your pain.
But you know what? You know the funny shit. I think why a lot of people cheat also. And I was talking to my homegirl earlier today, and she's just like, people don't know how to exit a relationship, right? Or
Mm,
find it hard to exit. And I think that was one of the reasons for me.
watching a movie. I'm sorry, one of the comments.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I wanted her to leave me, right? I just didn't know how to do it, so I stopped showing her love. That's why I said, if she showed you love, if she showed you things, do you think you still would have cheated? But I know I just kind of cut her off. I focused on work. I just worked, came home, was like, yeah, what up? You know what I mean? Da 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 da. And she cheated. And that was my excuse to be like, yo, I'm out.
Mm.
And I think a lot of people do the same thing. They just don't know how to exit the relationship, or they feel guilty if they break up the relationship.
No responsibility.
Yeah. So a lot of dudes cheat so that chick will find out and they break up with them. I'm like, yes, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I didn't break up with her. She broke up with me.
It's the out. It's the exit clause.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
but all right. So, do you consider if you're not married and you just with a girl? Do you?
That's the question. That's you know what that is to me. That is the $1,000,000 question. Here's how I feel. I feel like if you're not married, it's kind of not cheating.
I want to see comments too. What are the comments? Let me see.
That's kind of how I feel. What's a cop out? What you talking about, Daniel? What's a cop out? If I feel like if you're not married, it's just kind of choosing a different option. Because I'm gonna get in trouble. We get in trouble. That's kind of how I feel though, bro. Like, not that it's okay to do, not that it's the right thing to do. It's a shitty thing to do. However, if I am not engaged or married to you, you know what? You probably should just break off the relationship before you do that, though, right?
Before you cheat.
This is an evolving thought.
Um,
This is an evolving thought.
I think it's cheating. I think everybody just takes ownership of everybody. That's why
What?
it hurts so much. They feel you in a relationship.
Okay, so okay, okay. So So you're saying we claim something ours before it's actually
Yeah. They just claim you, and as soon as you in a relationship, they claim you. Is it cheating? You're exploring options. You know what I mean, you're exploring different options. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're gonna hate us.
Okay, I'm the bad guy, man. That's the bad guy. Point your fingers. That's the bad guy. You need the bad guy.
Never see another bad guy like this.
Yeah, man. Whatever. No, it is what it is.
All right, so here's the thing,
man.
right? Like here's the
I'm
thing
tired.
that here's what baffles me a little bit about the biology of it all. So in nature, there's very few species that are monogamous. Very
Is
few.
it a thing? Yeah.
Very few.
Let's talk about mammals, though.
I mean, yeah, okay, fine, mammals.
Yeah.
Then there's the human species where for thousands upon thousands of years, it wasn't about monogamy. People had lots and lots of wives and concubines. It's all over the place. It ran rampant.
Mm.
And the whole straight monogamy thing has kind of only been a thing for like the past 100 years, and pretty much specifically in this culture. A lot of other cultures didn't do it. And so like I step back and I widen the lens, right? And I have to ask myself, does it work? Is it working? Is this experiment? And it really is only an experiment. It's been our whole lives. So it seems more permanent to us because it's all we've ever known. But when you widen the lens of history, it's only been being done this way for, like I said, 100 years tops. Like we new to this. And so I step back and I'm like, something's wrong. Like something's wrong. Something is not right here. If this is something that most people overwhelmingly have said they have done or has had done to them, what is it? What is it that keeps this thing going? And I ask myself this question too. Is it that they cheated less back in the days, or was it that they had less venues to get caught back in the day? You feel me? Like
how far back are we going?
I'm talking back into let's go as far back as the 20s when everything is considered wholesome, which it wasn't, but whatever. When the family was considered wholesome. Like, was it as cut and dry as people didn't cheat back then? Or like I said, was it just less venues for people to get caught?
I think people cheated. I just think it was people didn't get divorced. You know what I'm saying? Divorce wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now, okay, divorce wasn't a thing. What you mean by that right there? I think that's heavy.
Divorce was like, all right, well, I mean, this alludes to last week's topic of, they needed a man. And if he's still doing everything for the household, if he's providing for you, if he's doing protecting all of that, but he cheated on you, and as long as he's not disrespecting you, as long as he ain't bringing babies or diseases to you, you're just like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You get upset, you be mad, and then you get over it.
So break a couple of glasses, take him out for a few days, and then you got to come back.
Yeah, glasses was expensive back then. You can't just break it.
That's true. But that's kind of led us to where we are in this point in history, though, doesn't it? Because women have felt like they were trapped and that they were abused and that they had no out. And so it kind of led us to this point where the pendulum swung the other way now. So now it's like, now everybody leaves as soon as you fart in their presence. Like, oh, I didn't know your fart smelled like that. I gotta go. This is over. Like now you can't do nothing remotely against what their ideology is without it being, I'm gonna keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
they're not there for the long run. They're not there. They're selfish.
And that's what Daniela said.
It was there for selfish reasons.
People don't know how to endure. I believe it works when two people don't quit on each other. And that's heavy. And you know what?
They're weak.
They're
weak.
That's heavy because if you're gonna endure, like we're talking about cheating, so how much endurance should one take? You understand what I'm saying? How much endurance should one take? And then there's the question of once cheat, always cheat. You understand? Like I think what I'm trying to get at is there's so much nuance to it.
Yo, I'll tell you like this: if I'm with somebody and they catch me cheating, I'm out. I don't care if they forgive me. They don't need a break. I'm not staying. You know what I mean? I'm
They
not dealing
said,
with that shit. I'm not dealing with the
talking about
yo.
they said that only 30% of marriages last after somebody was caught cheating on the first time, after the first time.
It's not worth it. I've been through a relationship. I've been in
Man,
relationships where she was just my girl and I cheated. You know what I mean? Well, did what I did, and then she's like, "Oh, I want to make it. I want to stay." And no, I'm out. I'm gone.
why?
Why? Because I've been through that, and
Mm,
I know what it is. They always bringing shit up, and
it's a
you
power
gotta,
play.
yeah, you gotta kiss their ass 24/7. I'm not with it. I'm like, and then you do all of that, try to make things better, and it's still an issue years down the road. Oh, you're supposed to make her feel better. You're supposed to no bomb bouncing. Listen, either forgive if you forgive me, forgive me. If you don't forgive me, then let's call it quits. You know what I mean? Don't bring this shit up no more.
Hmm. Well, so when you say forgive me, like what does that look like to you?
Don't bring it up.
Not
Don't
to
bring
bring
up.
it up at all.
No.
That's forgiveness.
I don't know if you forgave me, but just don't bring it up. If you didn't forgive me, you didn't forgive me, but just don't keep bringing it up.
But
Don't
again,
keep
like
trying to throw
what
it
I'm
in my
asking
face.
is what does forgiveness look like to you? That she just doesn't bring it up. That's what make you feel like I've been forgiven.
I don't know. Never been in that situation. Like I said, once she caught me, I was out.
Mm.
And then she called me talking about, let's work it out. No, I'm gone. Once I'm gone, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
that's why I was like, sometimes you just need an out. Sometimes you just don't know how to exit. And I feel that I was too nice back then.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to hurt her feelings. Like, oh, yeah. But it's like, I know what they're going to say. So you cheated on her? Yeah, I was trying to find somebody else so to replace her.
Mm.
I'm an asshole. Nah, I'm messing around. But
I'm- I-
let's not act like women don't cheat at the same rate, though. Women cheat is
so
almost
here's
the
you know what's
same
funny?
rate as
Yeah, so
men.
here are the numbers. Here's the numbers. It said
Yeah.
74% of men in marriages has said that they have cheated, and the number for women was 68%. So it's only slightly lower.
Same
It's
rate.
only slightly lower. So again, like that's my point, right?
And
It's
that's the
like,
ones that got caught because women are better
oh, of
at
course, it's all. I mean, it's all a
it.
sliding scale, bro. It's all a sliding scale. Women are way better. You know, it's not that women are better at cheating. It's that men don't care as much as women do. We don't get a tingling in our feelings and then have to go through phone. We just kind of just fart it off and go to sleep. But a woman has to, you know what I'm saying,
All right, let's
dig
talk
deep
about
into it.
what cheating is to a woman. Like, what do you consider cheating, right? What do you consider a girl cheat? If I was having a discussion with my homegirl earlier, we was talking about work husbands. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a work husband, do you consider that cheating?
I don't like it.
If your girl had a work husband,
I don't like it.
this doesn't pertain to my homegirl, but if he was buying her lunch every day, if he
I
was,
don't like
what I
it.
mean, dropping her off or picking her up and doing all of that, is that cheating? I think it is.
I don't like it.
You
Yeah, I don't
you
know what else to say.
you're
I don't
giving a
like.
man attention. To me, that's cheating. Women don't think that's cheating. They're like, nah, that's not
You
cheating.
feel like I feel like it's the other way around though.
What's the other way around? Talk to me.
I feel like it's I don't know, man. Like I feel it is cheating. It is cheating
Yeah.
to entertain somebody is cheating. But I feel like it's dudes that understand that though. Like, all right, so I was dating a young lady one time, right? And she would tell me about this dude at her job, right? He was like some buff, handsome dude. She made a point to say that.
She was noticing.
And he's married. Oh, but he's not her type though. I'm supposed to feel better.
Oh yeah, they never did type.
Oh, he's not your type. Okay, good.
Right.
Anyway, and he started giving her attention, right? And so she would tell me about it. Oh yeah, you know, that guy came, he talked to me today. I hate when he comes to talk to me. I'm like, what did he say? Oh, he's married. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, it's not that I'm worried. I'm not worried about anything you gonna do, but just what did he say? Oh, he was just asking me how old I was, and he was like, oh, you look so young. Oh, no way you have a kid. I was like, he's hunting. Oh no, he's married. I'm like, you can't be that dumb. Who cares that he's married? He's hunting. You know, married dudes don't just go around throwing out compliments like that for no reason. Oh, you don't know, there's no way you have a kid. He's hunting. Oh, it's not going to be nothing. You'll see. Make a long story short, 2 weeks later, he was trying to give her his number. Right. And she was like, yo, you was right. And I was like, listen, you can tell when a dude is hunting. You can tell when somebody's hunting.
You think they that naive though?
Huh?
You really think women is that naive?
See, I don't know. I don't think so, no. I think they always know. They always know when they're being messed with.
That was the same discussion we was having. I was like, yo, dudes buying you drinks at a bar.
So you know what? Like that's not, I'm gonna tell
if you're accepting the shit, like, come on. No dude is doing things, I'm sorry.
For no reason.
The majority of men don't do things for women just out of the kindness of their heart. Especially random. Or I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? If I don't know you and I'm just gonna do something for you just because, hey, I like your shoes.
Yeah.
Buy you 5 drinks.
So remember that time we was at the bar, right? You remember the story. We was at this bar and there was this lady who was married. And we didn't know she was married. We thought she was just, you know, a bar jump off. And so she's not acting married is all I'm gonna say. And so there was a point where she had gave me a massage and she gave Spell a massage. She was just rubbing niggas at the bar. And then we found out she was married. And I thought to myself, yo, this lady's poor husband is somewhere while his girl is at the bar rubbing niggas' backs. Like, that's crazy. But
I knew she was married. She had a big ring on her finger.
But technically,
like,
she didn't cheat is what she could say. Like, if somebody was like, yo, your wife was at the bar and she was rubbing niggas' backs, she gonna be like, well, I didn't sleep with nobody. Is that a real thing? Is that a real excuse?
Listen, you give attention to another man, especially if you're married. You're giving any type of attention to another man.
We like attention, though, don't
cheating. You should get it from your man. And if your man's not giving it to you, holler at your man. Tell him, yo. And yo, I was on. It was funny because you seen I was on this YouTube show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I brought up the topic of cheating. I was like, yo, it's because women be slacking. I'm like, yo, y'all be slacking.
But
they ain't really get it, right? It's like, what do you mean you be slacking?
Right,
they be slacking in certain areas. Like, yo.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean?
They be slacking. Listen.
So you're saying that we cheat because they be slacking?
Sometimes. Some dudes. You know what I mean? And they tell you. All right, there was this video on the internet, right? Married couple. And the dude was telling his wife, I don't know if you've seen it. He was like, yo, we're not having sex enough. You're not giving me sex enough, right?
Mm.
So they have a podcast and she's like, well, I didn't. She's like, oh, I didn't tell you to marry. I didn't put a gun to your head and tell you to marry me. Da da da. I didn't know you wanted sex so much, and I'm tired. Da da da. So I'm like, yo, the man's telling you. The man's telling you. Listen, this is a need of mine. I'm telling you. I'm communicating with you. I need more sex.
Mm-hmm.
That's your duty as a wife, right? That's one of your duties, right? If you're the Bible guy, right? You're not supposed to deny your husband, right?
If you're talking biblically, yes, the Bible is. It's kind of interesting how conveniently it gets overlooked, but it is very well documented not to deny your partner sex. So that goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just not healthy to deny your partner sex. And what's funny is that a lot of times, and I was dating a girl one time who used sex as a weapon, and I did not like it at all. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to that whole, don't touch me because I'm mad at you type thing, is like if we're together and we're married, that shouldn't be a thing because you crack the door open
Right.
to others that can
Slacking.
slide in. Now that's
Right.
not to put all the responsibility on the spouse to keep the other person happy. You feel me? I'm not gonna go that far though. I can't go that far either. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're not supposed to deny each other sex, period. So the minute you start denying your partner, and like I said, it goes both ways. The minute y'all start denying each other sex and start using it as a weapon, you understand, start using sex maliciously or as a power play. The only time you giving sex is when you're, proud of him or proud of her, like as a little doggy treat. Oh, you did good today. Let's go upstairs and have sex. When you start using it that way, it starts to become so much more tempting when you're out in this sexually charged world already. You understand what I'm saying? And here's the thing: when a man is faithful, there's nothing more annoying than an insecure woman. Like if I'm being faithful, if I know what I could be doing and what I'm actually doing, and you can't get past whatever traumas you went through, and I always feel like I'm cheating, like yo, that is the biggest, like that is the most annoying thing. That's like something that I have almost no patience for, bro. It's like, all right, well, if I ain't gonna be trusted, then I'm out. If I give you a reason not to trust me, fine. But if I didn't give you no reason not to trust me, I'm not interested in what somebody else did.
Right. It goes back to a lot of people get in relationships and they're not healed yet, man. They gotta go heal. Stop jumping in. You break up with somebody. It's mostly women. They break up with someone. 2 months later, month later, they with somebody else.
They got that D in the jaw.
And you ain't even healed from the last one. And now I got to deal with deal with the bullshit this dude did before. It's like, come on, man. Like nobody wants to go through that. So then that's another point. You're just annoying me. So now you know what? You're cool to be around. I just don't want to break up. So I'll just find somebody else. Is that cheating? I don't know.
Break up and then find somebody else. That's not cheating. That's the definition of not cheating.
No, I'm saying I just find somebody else because you're annoying me. Just annoying the hell out of me.
So it's about your convenience then, huh?
Yeah, cheating is about convenience. Sometimes it is convenient. I mean, I never had a long distance relationship, but I can imagine if I did, it wouldn't work because you need that time with that person. Like I don't know how people do it, man. So in that sense, convenience, yeah. Like I like this person conversation. I like the, personality, but I need that physical sometimes. Too far. So I just go find somebody, get the physical, and I'll be right back.
I can do a long distance.
Can you? Have you?
I try.
Have you been in a long distance relationship?
I try. It doesn't work well, but
how do you deal with that though?
Because I feel like if I'm bound to be with somebody within a 10-mile radius, that's a small pond to fish from, bro. Like, how I know? What do I know is in the 10-mile radius? It might be nothing that's interesting to me here. So I'm willing to widen that lens and see what's out there further.
But how long are you willing to be in that long distance relationship?
I don't know. It's hard to work out. That's hard to say. I can't just say, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of nuance when it comes to trying to have a long distance relationship.
I just don't see it. I don't see it happening because you need the physical, B. You need it. Like at some point you need it. So what do? You get tired of,
You gotta work it out. I don't
pleasing
know.
yourself.
You gotta work it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think that we're in a culture now, right? Hold on a second. I feel like we're in a culture now where everything's being questioned. Everything's on the table. Everything that has been one way, people are now starting to step back and say, does it really need to be that way? Is it really working for us? You know, and so I'm not saying yay or nay, because I know that I could never do this, but it seems like poly is starting to make a little bit of a comeback. Like it's a thing. And can I really sit back and be like, oh, that's totally off the wall? Like, can I really sit back and say, oh man, that's barbaric? Like again, this was the lifestyle that they were living for thousands of years in the past. Like our way of doing things is the baby. You understand what I'm saying? Like this is new in the scope of history. And again, I gotta ask myself the question: if I'm sitting back and I'm looking at it, is it working? Now, does that mean you throw the whole baby out with the bathwater? I don't believe that. I don't believe we all should just become a polyistic society. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, huh?
So why not? It's about community, man.
Oh, that's what
it's about building. Yeah, it's about building a community.
You start first. Let your girl have 2 men.
Huh?
Yeah.
Let my girl have 2 men.
Yeah, she's like, yo, I'm going to Big D Jerome's tonight. You know what I mean? Don't wait up. I'm going to Big D Jerome's tonight.
Listen, the time we live in, you know what I mean? He paid for gas. I mean, cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you the gas man, bro.
True, as long as you pay.
Everybody gotta play their role. You play their role, you good. You know what I mean? Nah, but that's what it's about. Everybody playing their role, helping each other out.
But nah. For real though, like,
are you sure?
Is it even crazy to think about it though? Like, it's not to think about polygamy per se, but just like a new way of doing things. Like we talked about our daughters not wanting to get married. Like that's kind of crazy, bro. Like the young generation, the generation after us, marriage is in trouble. Marriage is in trouble.
So I mean, men don't want to get married either.
That's what I'm saying. Overall,
men are looking around and don't see the benefit. You look at all these cases. Look at what Tristan. How much Tristan Thomas was got paid? $47,000 a month or something in child support and all that. And alimony. You look at people paying alimony. Like, what's the point?
Yeah,
men are getting a bad deal in marriage. A very bad deal.
Yeah.
Like you ask women today what they bring into the table, they're gonna tell you their career, blah blah blah. You get married to them. They getting half of your stuff. You know what I mean? You got to provide for them. You got to die for them, right? Bump in the night, you got to wake up and go die for them. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to provide. You got to do it. And what do they bring?
All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to tease that.
Okay.
We're going to tease that. We're going to talk about the traditional man the next time. The traditional man. This is going to be a man episode, this next episode. It's time for us men to step up. What a traditional man look like and what we're supposed to be. Yo, every show that we do here on BTC, CTB, I'm gonna shout out a black-owned company. And this one right here is actually my cousin's. My cousin Nicole, shout out to you. It's called Autumn's Amore. I think it's Amore, actually. Autumn's Amore. So check out Autumn's Amore 1619.com. I think that sounds wrong.
You don't gotta put it up.
That sounds wrong.
What is it?
Autumn's Amore. AutumnSarmoire.
Why don't you put it in the comments or something, bro? Put it in the comments or do.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give it a shout out in the comments. That's what I'm gonna do. But until next time, man, always one love, bro. I appreciate this. And stay tuned. We got a lot more topics coming also. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm out.